Monday, Monday. It's such a great day. Good morning. It's Monday, July 6th, 2020, and welcome to Cheryl's Monday What's Up. Today's What's Up topic is going to be sports mascots. Um, I have a couple reasons for wanting to do that subject today, but before we get to it, couple housekeeping items. Number one, I forgot to say happy birthday to my great nephew Aiden last week. Aiden lives in San Diego, and I don't see him very often. But he's 15 this year, and that means next year he's going to be driving. So happy birthday, Aiden. Sorry I missed you. And of course, we have to do our book advertising because that's what we're here for in the first place. So, what do I want you to do? I want you to buy my book, An Imperfect Life Based on True Events by C.A. Morgan. That's me. Book about a young girl at the turn of the 20th century and shows you some interesting things about women's lives at that time. So, Amazon.com, $12.95 for the paperback, $2.99 for the Kindle. Buy it today. I know you're going to like it. Second or third is our subject for the week, which is sports mascots. I have a couple reasons for liking this subject. First of all, I'm a sports nut. Can't help it. I have 5 brothers. My mother died when I was 13. Sports. All I grew up with. My son will tell you I'm addicted now. I've already worn him out of football, and it ain't even football season. I watch games that happened 20 years ago because I got to have my sports. I'm watching golf, which I actually, don't get me wrong, I love to watch golf, but it's not the only thing I like to watch, and watching only it is kind of boring. So when the issue came up about the sports mascots with Washington and Cleveland this weekend, I had a couple. I had another reason for wanting to address it because this has been a personal issue with me for a long time, and the reason is because I have 3 beautiful nieces that are half Ho-Chunk, and this has been an issue for them, for their tribe, for their people. They don't like these names. They're derogatory. Um, they do not mean anything good. They don't give you a good image. And let's face it, when a sports team picks a mascot, they want something strong. They want something courageous. They want to show something that shows the I don't even know what that guys have to have testosterone. That shows what their team's about. Redskins and Indians don't do it. Don't do it. They're derogatory terms. Native Americans, nope, don't call me that. It's like calling them the N word. Call your team the N word. See how long that lasts you. But anyway, as a joke, nope, not as a joke, seriously, I decided to come up with some names of my own these guys could use to change. I started with all kinds of ideas. First one was kind of silly. I said the Washington Who's-Its and the Cleveland Klutzes. Almost apropos. Second, I picked their fans. Let's name them after their fans, which would give us the Washington Hogs and the Cleveland Bulldogs. Cleveland Bulldogs from the Dog Pound would actually work really well because one of the original NFL teams in Canton was named the Bulldogs. So you guys could have Bulldogs, have your Dog Pound, have your history, and wouldn't have to be offending anybody. So stop it. Next, something military, I thought maybe. Like the Washington Generals, which I think we've had Washington Generals before. And the Cleveland Guards. I thought that might give you what you want. And then I got an attitude. I get attitudes all the time. But I came up with the Washington Swamp Creatures for DC and the Cleveland Flaming River. Sorry, Cuyahoga River, but you're never going to leave that down. You might as well just embrace it. And then I tried to get more serious about being, well, not too more serious, because that's not what I do. But thought about animals. A lot of teams named after animals. Los Angeles Rams, and oh my gosh, Detroit and Chicago took the Lions, Tigers, and Bears away from everybody. But lots of animals. So I thought the Washington Woodchucks and the Cleveland Chipmunks. I thought those are good names for a team, right? They show strength, show you what you exactly need to be. And finally, birds. We got lots of birds. We got Orioles, we got Cardinals, we got lots. But I wanted something different. So I thought the Washington Whippoorwills and the Cleveland Condors. Those are good names. What names do you have? Think of it. Think about what would be good names for Washington's football team and Cleveland's baseball team. Put them in the comments. We want to hear them. I'll share them with everybody next week. Finally, people have asked me why I don't include the Braves and the Chiefs in this talk. The reason is because, number one, I've never heard my nieces complain about those names. Doesn't mean they haven't. Doesn't mean I wasn't paying attention. But the other reason is those are strong Native American symbols. They're not derogatory words that white man used to group them all together in some misinterpreted word because Christopher Columbus didn't know where the hell he was when he got here. But braves, brave Native American men, chiefs, that the chiefs of their tribes are like their most important figure. So that's why I didn't go after Atlanta and Kansas City. But how about my nieces, Laura, Sarah, Anna? Tell me, what do you think about Kansas City and Atlanta? Should they change their names too? What do you guys think out there? Do we need to get all four of them changed? And what other NFL, MLB, or NBA names do you know that are maybe not very descriptive of what you want your team to be? So come along and tell me. I'm happy to hear it. Got any good subjects for next week? I'm happy to hear those too, because I will talk about anything. So if you want to talk about it or you want to hear my feelings on it, tell me about it. And finally, before we go, one more time, An Imperfect Life Based on True Events by C.A. Morgan, available at Amazon.com, $12.95 for the paperback, $2.99 for the Kindle. Buy it today. Recommend it to your friends. Love it. I'm out of here. See you next week.